Another cloudy day ahead, dry for many of us, but the outlook brightening up a little. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Thursday.
Now, it's just a few hours ago, and Marv just said it, that this year looks set to be globally the hottest year Earth has ever recorded. It's worth pointing out we've still got 2 months to go. That's how certain scientists are. They're saying it is virtually certain that this year will be the hottest Earth's ever recorded. And this graph shows what's happening. It's not just temperatures have been rising and rising and rising. It looks like this year will be the first time we will breach 1.5 degrees Celsius. This number. We've agreed in our Paris Agreement to stay below to mitigate the very worst impacts of climate change. And of course, yesterday, with Trump winning the election last time he was president, he pulled out of the Paris Agreement. He said he didn't want to commit to reducing these temperatures, and he said that he will do the same again. But why do we need to care that it's getting so hot? We just have to look at the recent extreme weather. Of course, in Florida, they had 2. Yes. Next week, very important for leaders to focus on this because COP29 begins, and it's very important for leaders to reduce our warming because at the moment we're on track for 3 degrees by the end of the century. I mean, literally, Andy said it all. It is cloudy, kind of a little bit chilly, and the leaves are changing colour. It's basically that on repeat for the next week, and we pretty much had it for the last week as well. But here's the why. It is down to high pressure, and it acts like a force field. It keeps all of the weather fronts that have been queuing up in the Atlantic trying to make progress. It stops them doing so. But what it does is introduces a lot of cloud, and the cloud's just going round and round and round. And where we have some breaks in the cloud, it will feel pleasantly warm, but when we keep the grey skies, it will be disappointingly cool. So yes, Andy said it, it's cloudy. Some will have the grey leaden skies, some will have the higher, whiter cloud, and some, a lucky few, will have some sunshine. So let's take a look at where. The latest satellite and radar shows it's yet again largely dry. It's worth pointing that out. But at the moment, we have this southerly feed, so pretty much all of England stays cloudy all day. North coast of Devon seeing some brighter spells. Western and northern areas of Wales seeing some sunshine. The far north of Scotland faring best with the sunny spells today with some shelter. And temperatures here could get to 16 or 17 degrees. So how do things play out as we head through the next 7 days? There's not much going on. There's very little changing. We keep that high pressure across the UK. We keep those weather fronts at bay by and large. And we keep it fairly cloudy. Now, let's look at the north of the UK first of all. We divide it in half, so it's pretty much anywhere north of Leeds, and this white line is where temperatures should be for the time of year. So mild today, around about average for the next 7 days. Percentage chance of rainfall across the north, it remains very low. It is largely fine and dry, fairly cloudy, but whiter clouds up further north rather than greyer ones. Sunday, we see a weather front moving through, and then we could see rain, and then it brightens up nicely. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days again, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be, sitting around about maybe a little above average. But percentage chance of rainfall, it remains low. Greyer skies for England and Wales, the cloud thick enough to give the odd spot of rain here and there, wetter on Sunday, but then brighter and drier into next week.